When it comes to gaming, the zombie survival genre is one that's definitely had its highs and lows over the years, with some games that haven't quite hit the mark and some that have absolutely blown us away, with innovative new mechanics, heart-stopping moments of suspense, and plenty of high-risk, high-reward situations that take us on an emotional roller coaster from start to finish. It's for this reason that we keep seeing new studios take on the genre, and while it seems like many of these games just can't find their feet, today I'm going to visit one that you've probably never heard of, a hidden gem with a peak player count of less than 400 in the last month, yet stands with a staggering 96% positive reviews on Steam. This is Terminus Zombie Survivors. Now, first things first, I'd like to say a special thank you to the developers behind Terminus for sponsoring this video. The game has launched into 1.0 as of August 20th, so if you fancy giving it a try for yourself after watching this, there will be a link to the Steam store page in the description. But hold on for a minute before you go running to the hills, because this is a sponsored video. Let me just explain that primarily I cover games like Project Zomboid and other zombie titles, so naturally it's important for me to very carefully consider sponsors like this one. Naturally, if I decide to cover a zombie game that isn't up to scratch, my audience is going to have a few choice words for me, and rightly so. You guys trust me to bring you good games, and I've no doubt in my mind that Terminus is one of them. The lead developer was kind enough to sit down and have a proper conversation with me about the game before I'd even accepted the sponsorship, which was a rare and refreshing change of pace for a creator of my size. And I've already managed to sink in excess of 30 hours into the game, which is way more than I had to, just because I was properly, truly hooked. So with that out of the way, and before I start breaking down some of the game's mechanics in detail, what is this game actually all about? What is Terminus? Well, to sum it up in a sentence or two, Terminus Zombie Survivors is best described as a twist on the popular tropes of zombie games, taking on a turn-based roguelike approach that offers new choices, new approaches, and new destinations with each playthrough. If you're someone that's enjoyed playing games like Project Zomboid, Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, or Neo Scavenger, you'll find some very clear similarities from all three with Terminus. Now, my main game is Project Zomboid, and I've got a lot of fond memories from the game in my time spent covering it in the last few years. But one thing I'll always find myself asking is, what if there was an end to the game? A way to escape, to survive the apocalypse, or even find a cure? Terminus offers answers to those questions, because you aren't just surviving for the sake of it. There is a clear goal in mind. Well, a choice of 6 of them, to be exact, many of which were added recently. Previously, you had 2 options: make it to Terminus, a survivor settlement on the other side of the map, or escape by boat, which would require a vast amount of reading to learn how to operate said boat, followed by a host of mechanical work. Now, there are 4 more endings, including earning the trust of a fortified household through completing tasks for them. Apparently, this part has been reworked in a recent update with more than 20 different tasks they can give you, and even developing a vaccine for the zombie virus using a high-tech scientific facility. The simple fact that there's a few different ways to beat the game makes for a new experience with each playthrough, with new challenges and new ways to overcome them. Now, I had a couple of characters that met a grisly end before I actually managed to make a successful run, and even then, I got very lucky. Essentially, I was able to find a working radio in the early stages of my game and use it to locate Terminus, a survivor settlement that broadcasts on the radio, offering safe haven to wanderers. I'm sure they're good people and definitely not cannibals like that other group of people living at a place also called Terminus, right? Anyway, once I'd found my target, I had to prepare for a long journey across the map, in which I'd encounter multiple different challenges, befriend a couple of other survivors to join my merry band, and eventually drive, dig, and fight our way to safety. So that's it, right? I completed the game, we can all go home, and I'll wrap up this video here with a nice bow tie in the form of an outro. Ha! Wrong, idiot! I don't know why I made that sound so dramatic. You've all seen the runtime for this video, so I know I'm not really fooling anyone, to be honest. Anyway, what I'm leading up to here is that Terminus is a roguelike, meaning there's a reason to play many times over and progress further with each playthrough. Essentially, each time you manage to successfully survive, you'll unlock more occupations to try each time. You start off with 3, but there's a total of 15 different occupations available, each with their own benefits and unique skills. For example, a construction worker can lift and move items of furniture and carry a lot more weight in items before it affects their movement, making them the equivalent of Lydia from Skyrim in that they hold a metric ton of my junk for me and smile about it while they're doing it. Isn't that right, Lydia? Another example is a police officer with knowledge of all the locations of police stations and increased accuracy with firearms. Once you've chosen your occupation, you'll be able to pop in some points for your character's stats or choose traits that will help you survive in varying ways. The longer you survive in each playthrough, the more levels you'll gain, and the higher level you are, the more points you'll have available to choose traits for your characters. This means with each new game you start, your characters will be a little stronger than the last and will have more beneficial qualities. Your characters will actually level up during the course of their individual life as well, giving you a selection of 3 benefits to choose from with each level. So not only do your characters get slightly more powerful with each playthrough, they'll be gaining strength during their playthrough as well. Now, earlier in the video I mentioned Terminus was turn-based, and I'm sure there were a handful of uncultured swine that we'll refer to as people, despite their lack of taste, that have already clicked off this video. But if you're an individual of culture and have stuck around to this point, I'm about to explain why this actually adds a lot to the experience. Essentially, you have a pool of action points for your character that determine how much you can do during each turn, whether that's searching through a couch or a cabinet for items of value, bashing zombies over the head with a steel pipe, or moving to a new area of the map. Everything uses these action points, and you'll regain a certain amount with every turn based on your character's health stat, as well as a couple of other modifiers like how much they are carrying. This forces you to actually engage that wrinkly, squishy pink thing in your head and think about your actions before taking them and utilize your party's skills effectively. The last thing you want is to find out that you've ran out of action points and you're within biting distance of a handful of zombies, and as such, it can make for some really intense moments when you're squeezing in as many moves as possible inside your turn, using items to give you temporary boosts of action points, and getting some massive dopamine hits when you manage to overcome complex and high-stakes situations. Every single move matters, essentially, and not every gamble will pay off, but prioritize correctly and you might just make it through to another day. Despite having some larger goals to accomplish in Terminus, there's still plenty of stepping stones along the way that can massively enhance your chances of success, and there's some pretty nifty mechanics that come into play here when it comes to items. For example, if you find some pliers, you'll gain the ability to cut through fences for a couple of action points, whereas previously you needed 10 action points to climb over them, and you'd risk a sprained ankle too. If you're lucky enough to find a shovel, you can use this to clear debris that will otherwise take a good few turns to clear, wasting precious time, food, and water. You can even find a wrench to repair a vehicle of your choice, but you'll also need a gas can to carry the fuel and a siphon to drain that fuel from other vehicles, unless you're near a gas station with a generator that can be used to power the pumps. There's rakes for farming, hammers for reinforcing a safe house, screwdrivers for dismantling electronics, and much more in the way of progressional items that work as milestones, providing new opportunities and new options when you achieve them. The simple act of survival isn't easy in Terminus, mind you, and coming from Project Zomboid, it was actually a bit of a shock to the system how difficult it was to find a constant supply of food. I was being forced to stay on the move for extended periods of time in search of my next meal, otherwise I'd be at risk of starvation. Finding items like the fishing rod or crafting some traps to place offered me some temporary respite, but ultimately I'd have to find other solutions all the time, and my character's needs were a constant reminder of how awful this kind of world is for someone to live in. Thankfully, staying on the move was an experience I wasn't opposed to the more I played Terminus. Each new area discovered offers a range of points of interest to explore, all the way from pharmacies and grocery stores that can provide much needed supplies, all the way to rarer encounters like checkpoints or research facilities that I didn't even come across until my third and fourth playthroughs, that would then firmly cement themselves as some of the most difficult challenges I'd face in the game, but also some of the most rewarding should I manage to conquer them. The map system is unique, and while most of the areas you'll come across will be a modest size, recent updates have added some sprawling complex structures to the mix that will really test your capabilities. Mind you, if you find these, you might want to wait until later in your playthrough when you have some firearms and some protective gear to make use use of that will increase your chances of success, because these areas are not to be taken lightly. So it's fair to say I've been genuinely enjoying Terminus, sponsor or no, but there's one last element I want to quickly touch on in this video before I leave you guys with a bit of gameplay from some of my more recent playthroughs. And once again, I'm going to relate this to Project Zomboid here. I know it's almost as if it's the only game I really cover or something. Anyway, Project Zomboid has become such a staple to so many zombie media fans for a couple of reasons, but one of the biggest ones has to be its customization options. Terminus has definitely taken a leaf from that book and offers a host of sandbox options, allowing you to change things like the density of zombies, how much that density grows over time, or how many NPCs you're likely to find, to name just a couple of possibilities. Really, there's a whole list here, offering a nice amount of tweaking you can do to your games. There's built-in options to play in a modified scenario setting too, like a frigid winter that slows the zombies but of course makes survival more difficult. And that's all to say there's a fair bit of replayability with Terminus. Oh, and you'll be happy to learn that if you're playing on a controller or a Steam Deck, it's fully compatible with those too. Okay, so that just about wraps up the main features I want to cover in this video, but I figured I'd leave you guys with some footage from one of my more recent streams to close this one out, which should serve to give you a good look at the game in real time and let you form your own thoughts. Just a quick note here, if you enjoy the upcoming segment or just want to watch a bit more of the game before making your decision, I've got a VOD channel with a bunch of Terminus streams that are a few hours each, which you can find linked down in the description. And if you want to give Terminus a try for yourself, just a reminder, there will be a link in the description to the Steam store page as well, where you can pick it up right now. Once again, a very special thank you to the developers for sponsoring this video. That's it from me in this one. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy the gameplay. Okay, so, last time we played the firefighter and we did make it through. So now we have 3 more occupations we can choose. What I really like about the student is that he has no stats and it gives you the 12 points. We can just decide where those are going to go, which is kind of cool. Security guard, temporary listen to all of the sounds of the current place. Unique perk, night watch for nighttime visibility. An athlete, cover additional AP turn. And instantly gain your next turn's AP. This AP won't be regenerated in the following turns. We can try a student, let's do it. Alfonso, a wrench. Now this is interesting because we can use this to repair a vehicle. I don't know how successful we will be repairing a vehicle, but we don't have a bag right now. I'm already like fairly encumbered on this character because he doesn't have a lot of strength. And we know that there was a car in the tile previous that would be able to hold stuff and it had plenty of gas. It was just not in working condition. There's also a car over here. It would be in our best interests to maybe consider a car at this point. Oh, it works. The car works. We don't even need to repair this one. So this is great news because, oh, and a gas lighter. We can make a fire and cook up some food before we leave. This is huge. 9 gas as well. I'm gonna grab the combat book now. We're gonna grab the tent. How much this is adding to my weight already. Then we're gonna go get the gas from this car and chuck it in the other one. We definitely got lucky finding a car this fast. That I will say. Leave the tent in the car, planks in the car. You know, honestly, we might as well just fill it, right? Ooh, pretty. There's some zombies around here though. We take out the weak links first. Oh, we can actually search the benches, huh? There's a pond, which I believe we could probably fish in if we wanted to. Trust me, the duck finds the nearest pond. Yeah, our fighting knife is almost done. I don't want to place it like right on the edge, so I guess I'll place it like maybe half under a tree or something like that. Oh, that'll do. Place. You've accumulated enough experience. The actions for survival are ingrained in the body as a useful skill for survival. I feel like I'm just gonna sink into speed reading, to be honest. Got a pistol. Accuracy 60%. Iron sight. Rifle suppressor. Huge. I've actually never looted a gun store in this so far. Laser sight. Pistol suppressor, huge. So, right, so this increases accuracy in range by 40%. So that's gonna bring the pistol up, I think, to 100% accuracy, right? Yeah, accuracy in range, range 3. So as long as they're within 3 tiles, I will always hit them. And we have a suppressor to reduce the noise. Holy. Okay, that is huge. We found someone. This is amazing. There's another survivor. Incredible. Hello. We don't know anything about them right now, but do they have a weapon? They have a weapon. I feel like I should trade them for this. They've got books as well. This would be huge because we could just give these to the fortified house as part of the quests. We just need 2 more. They've got a map fragment if we can befriend them. We got some food on us. We're in a good position. Let's just gain his trust. Tell me about yourself, fellow survivor. I wish to learn your ways. Not very good at combat, but that's all right. I'm kind of hoping that like maybe they're a high strength class that I could use as like a pack mule. He's a pastor. Oh, and he's a pacifist? Really? Can't attack zombies? Okay. The one person I could have found is someone that won't fight zombies to save himself. Good lord. We have a rather useless pastor on our team. What can he do? Pray. Restores morale to self and adjacent companions. Grants a holy status effect to nearby companions lasting for 6 turns. So he's a healer. He's the support class is what this guy is. He buffs morale around him and gives them a holy status to nearby companions lasting for 6 turns. This guy's a buff class. He's the support. That's crazy. I love that. Maybe he's got some use after all. Who knows? I kind of want to see what that buff does. Should I try it? I feel like we should try it. 4 AP. What? This is so good. Holy. Increased reading speed and crafting speed by 100%. Attack power by 100% and dodge by 50. Oh my god. This guy is huge. Okay, now I understand why he was so useless otherwise. He is quite literally the buff character. We just gotta keep him safe. This makes so much sense. Exchange item. I want to give him a bandage. I feel like the checkpoint's gonna be busy. Do we think that's a fair assumption to make? There's gonna be a fight. I feel that is a fair assumption. I'm gonna use some AP here. Oh yeah, it's about to go down. What the has happened here, dude? There's a lot of zombies here. I almost feel like keeping Vance back might be the play. He can't do anything. He can't attack them. All these zombies are pretty weak. I think this is gonna be fine. Holy hell, we're gonna do so much damage here. All right, killing spree time. There's a lot of zombies here. Oh, there's so many. Just knocking them all out with a frying pan. Oh, there's a big boy. I just love that I can like just pick up the head. Oh, the big boys are coming out now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. They're sending the big uns in. This is what we've got the gun for. Ooh, they're both very low. Oh my god, there's more. I'm trying to like make use of all of my weapons here as best I can. We got 3 shots left in the pistol. And I'm conscious that we're kind of obviously like having to back ourselves into a corner here too. Do they just keep coming? Is this what we're gonna find here? Oh, soldier zombie. Oh no. Oh. Vance is screwed. Vance is done. I'm gonna kindle a fire. It'll give us some light, maybe. Oh my god, look at them all. Jesus. Oh my good lord. Okay, Vance is done. The soldier zombies will get him. Goodbye, Vance. You fought valiantly. Sort of, maybe. But in 3 days he rises again, right? There's more of them. I think we have to run with our tail between our legs. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to escape here. Oh, it's not looking great. Oh no. Oh my god, there's more. I'm going for the body armor. I'm hoping that this will do something. Honestly, at this point, I feel like we're committed and we've just got to keep running through. I feel like we just go for it. I don't know what's up there, but it's got to be better than here, right? It's looking clearer up here. Like, they're following me up, but like, it's actually looking, you know, like we're reaching the top. I'm wondering if like, there might be something in the vehicle that would make this all worth it. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I can get it, it might even help me. There was all. Okay. Good. 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 Rotten milk and a laser pointer. Amazing. I'm so glad that I made this choice. We can make it. We can. I believe. I really wanted to go for the duffel bag, to be honest. I think I need to rest. I think you need to run, dude. We can wait another turn. We're okay. We can do this. I've done it. I've committed. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I have no idea what was on the other side of that checkpoint, and I'm even more curious now, but our character has earned a well-deserved rest.